The whole room went completely quiet. Nobody moved. Nobody smiled. I was standing there alone with my stupid joke. I can't believe I just said that out loud. Ronnie, just stop. Please stop talking. I'm done. I think I'm just done. My name is Ronnie, and today was supposed to be amazing. I woke up at 6 in the morning. I ironed my shirt 3 times. I practiced my answers in the mirror at least 15 times. My friend Lily called to check on me. Ronnie, how are you feeling right now? I'm fine, Lily. I'm totally fine. She did not sound very convinced at all. You said totally fine 3 times in 2 seconds. I told her that was completely normal behavior. She told me that was definitely not normal. But I really believed I was ready this time. I had the answers. I had the outfit. I had the plan. Everything was ready. The company was called Bravo Media. I had wanted to work there for 2 years. 2 years of following their team online. This was not just any interview for me. This was my interview. My real chance. I got there 10 minutes early. I sat in the lobby and stared at the wall. Hi, you must be Ronnie. I'm Clara. Come in. I followed her inside, and then I saw them. Not 1 person. Not 2. 5 people. 5 people sitting behind one very long table. All 5 of them were looking directly at me. I had not prepared for 5 people at all. Tell us about yourself, Ronnie. I knew this question. I had practiced this question. But the words did not come out right. They came out too fast. Way too fast. I could feel my hands shaking under the table. One panelist named David was writing without looking at me. That made everything so much worse. David doesn't like me. David thinks I'm boring. Then there was a short pause between questions. And this is the part I still can't explain. I don't know why I did it. Maybe it was the silence, maybe the nerves. But I made a joke. A terrible joke. 5 interviewers at once? I feel like I'm on a game show. And then I laughed. Just me. Only me. Nobody else laughed. Not even a little. The whole room went completely quiet. Clara looked at David. David looked at his paper. Someone looked at the ceiling. One woman just blinked. I froze completely. I couldn't move or speak. The awkward silence lasted maybe 3 full seconds, but it felt like 3 very long minutes. I can't believe I just said that out loud. Why did I say that? What was I thinking? My face was burning. My ears were on fire. I wanted to disappear through the floor right then. These are serious professionals. This is their real job. And I just made a joke. A bad one. My brain started the countdown immediately. It was already over. I had failed completely. All that preparation, all those mornings practicing, all those practiced answers, gone with one terrible joke. Nobody on an interview panel wants to feel like that. I had ruined my first impression in the worst way. I was so certain everything was finished right then. David clicked his pen. The sound was so loud. Can you walk us through a project you're proud of? I opened my mouth. Nothing came out at first. And then something happened. Not a choice exactly. More like a survival instinct kicking in. I took a breath. A real, slow breath. I looked at Clara because she had the kindest face. And I started talking again. Slower this time. Clearer. I was in new link. Marred, stark pain. I talked about a campaign I worked on last year. I talked about what went wrong and how we fixed it. I talked about what I learned from that experience. And I kept going. Question after question, I kept going. I didn't mention the joke again, not once. I didn't apologize for it. I didn't explain it. I just moved forward and kept my voice steady. At some point, Clara smiled at something I said. Not a polite smile, a real one, a genuine one. That was the moment I thought, okay, maybe I'm okay. The interview ended 40 minutes later. Thank you so much, Ronnie. We'll be in touch. I sat in my car and called Lily immediately. Lily. I made a joke. Nobody laughed. Ronnie, are you serious right now? The whole room just stared at me, Lily. What did you do after that? I just kept going. I took a breath and kept going. Ronnie, that's actually the right thing to do. I didn't feel like it was right in that moment. It doesn't matter what it felt like. Everyone messes up in interviews, Ronnie. Everyone does. The question is what you do after you mess up. I thought about that for a really long time. 10 days later, Clara called me with news. Ronnie, we'd love to offer you the position. I sat down on my kitchen floor immediately. Really? Are you serious, Clara? Your interview was strong. You handled tough questions well. We appreciated that you stayed calm after a rocky start. I sat on that floor for a very long time. I thought about the awkward silence, the nervous laugh, how certain I was that I had destroyed everything. And I thought about that one slow, steady breath. That breath didn't fix the joke. It didn't erase anything, but it gave me enough space to recover and keep going. Anyone can look good when things go well. That's easy. What people remember is how you handle things going wrong. How? Teen. So if you have an interview coming up soon, listen, you are allowed to freeze. You are allowed to mess up. You are allowed to make a joke nobody laughs at. What matters is the breath you take right after. I was so nervous that day. The awkward silence hit hard, but I took a breath and found a way to recover. I kept going through the whole interview panel, and that messy first impression turned into a job offer. If you've ever had to recover from a bad moment, tell me, what did you do? Drop your answer in the comments.